Hey, it's Drew. Doing another video about anxiety. Where I last left off, we were talking about creating like an anxiety list of like your anxiety patterns, OCD patterns. What are the things you are anxious about and OCD about continually over and over again. Talk about how you react to triggers that might trigger that pattern, what your brain goes through, what the thoughts are. I think the next thing, if you have this list made up, is to kind of figure out where these even came from. Like take each one and look at it and ask yourself, was there some traumatic event? I did a video about how these patterns can start out. It can be just simply something happened, and then you just start thinking about it, and it becomes some very like traumatic thing to you, even though it really isn't. And if you can trace to that point, for instance, like social anxiety, I had this clique of friends, or not really friends, of people I was wanting to be friends with, and I was never really accepted. And I would sit there and think, how could I become their friends? I'm sure a lot of people have had that happen to them. I thought about it. Every time I'd see them, I tried something different, and then it became like a voice in my head like that. If I didn't get some positive response from them, like I would obsess if I didn't get laughs from them or get them to really be like having a conversation with me, my brain would start thinking, why didn't this stuff happen? What could I do next time? And that became like a kind of a pattern in my head for years. And that's what it was. It started with that one click. So I think, knowing how the patterns are kind of desensitizes you to them, makes you not react as much to when you actually do get triggered, when you do have something happen that starts making you obsess or OCD, it fulfills that pattern. It kind of just once again makes you realize, oh, that's what that is. It's nothing really serious. And understanding the origin also kind of helps with that. Kind of completes the picture, so that you can say, well, that's what happened. That's why I do this now, and I just don't really, whatever my head's telling me, whatever. I don't need to really pay attention to it because I know what this is. Okay, well, thanks again for listening. See you later.